Now, the human rights group Amnesty International claims a deluge of anti-terror laws in Europe is undermining fundamental freedoms. But European states say the security measures are vital to counter the terror threat following a series of deadly attacks in France and elsewhere. Henry Ridgwell reports from London.
Amnesty International claims new anti-terror laws are driving Europe into a dangerous state of having permanent and restrictive security measures.
From a position in which we understood that states would guarantee security in order that people could enjoy their rights, to a world in which states are restricting rights on the ostensible argument that that's what's needed to guarantee security.
Europe is reeling after a series of terror attacks in the past 2 years. The November 2015 mass shootings and bombings in Paris prompted France to declare a state of emergency. It enables the state to close down demonstrations, impose curfews, put suspects under house arrest and conduct searches without a warrant. Prime Minister Bernard Cazeneuve announced 2 months ago the state of emergency would be extended for a 5th time, saying it is absolutely necessary to ensure the highest level of protection for French citizens.
Each of us should bear in mind the reality of the context that we are living in, a particularly high level of terrorist threat.
But Amnesty highlights what it claims are abuses of those powers, including the house arrest of more than 20 activists before the Paris climate talks in November 2015, just days after the Islamic State attacks in the same city.
France it's founded on a culture and a history of people taking to the streets and protesting in order to have change. And it seems particularly ironic that in the state of emergency, some of those underlying principles are thrown out the window.
Amnesty also criticises Hungary for having adopted what it calls some of the most draconian national security laws in Europe. In September 2015, a group of migrants broke through a border gate after throwing rocks at police. One of them, Ahmed Hamed, a Syrian national with Cypriot residency, who had come to help his elderly parents on the journey, was arrested and sentenced to 10 years in jail on a charge of terrorism.
Now that defies any common sense understanding of an act of terrorism.
Speaking before the sentencing in November, Hungary's Prime Minister Viktor Orbán said the government is simply enforcing existing laws.
Hungary will do everything to prevent anyone from entering and staying in the country illegally, violating Hungarian laws.
Amnesty's report comes as the European Union is poised to adopt a new directive to standardise counter-terrorism laws, which the bloc claims is vital to tackle the threat the continent faces. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.